Welcome to section 4.5, the math class. In this lesson, we're going to explore how Java helps you go beyond basic arithmetic. You'll learn how to use Java's built-in math class to handle more complex calculations from square roots to trigonometry. Here's what we'll cover: how to use the methods in math class, how to use fields like math.py for constants, and how to write expressions using these tools to solve real math problems in code. Sure, Java's basic math operators like plus, minus, multiplication and division are fine for simple calculations. But what if you want to round a number, find the larger of two values, calculate a logarithm, or get a square root? That's where the math class comes in. The math class is part of the java.lang package, so it's always available without needing an import statement. It's packed with helpful methods like things like absolute value, exponentiation, and trigonometric functions. You can explore the full list of methods and constants in the Java API documentation. Scroll to find math and give it into its methods and fields. It's a gold mine for doing math in code. Exercise 1. Check out the math class documentation and try to find two things: the value for pi, a method to compute the square root of a number. Here are just some of the methods you'll find in math: ABS, absolute value; CAIL and floor, round up, round down; log and log10, natural log and base 10 log; POW, exponentiation; random number between 0 and 1; SQRT, square root, and plenty more. These methods return results you can use just like any other number. One thing that makes the math class special is that its methods are static. That means you don't need to create an object of the class. Just call the method directly using math, like math.sqrt in parentheses 121. How do we call methods in math class? The syntax is math.methodName in parentheses, give the parameters. Here's a catch. If you just call the method like that without doing anything with the result, you won't see any output. Java executes it, but you don't see it unless you print or store the value. These methods return values. They don't print anything themselves. That's actually a good thing, because you can store the result in a variable, print it, or even combine it with other expressions. Want to see the result? You got two options. One, print it directly in a system.out.print, or store it in a variable. You can even combine multiple methods calls in one expression. Here it's choosing the smaller number and adding it to the absolute value of -50. Exercise 2 is the paper one. Try evaluating this manually before running the code on the computer. It's a good practice for understanding how these methods behave. In exercise 3, it brings a cool twist with conditional logic. Let's say you have an age variable. What expression would replace negative ages with 0? You can use math.max age, 0. What expression would limit the maximum age to 40? Math.min age, 40. Super simple and really effective. Now let's talk about fields in the math class, specifically pi and e. These are constants you can see in calculations. No need to type 3.1415 every time. Just write math.py. Math.py gives you the pi value in double precision, much more accurate than just 3.14. And because it is static, use it like method, math.py. Same deal with math.e for Euler's number. Let's use that to compute the area of a circle. The formula is what? Area equals pi times r squared. With math.py, the code becomes double area equals math.py times radius. And here is a full example, so much cleaner and more accurate than hard coding 3.14. Exercise 4 is a hands-on project. You'll build a BMI calculator with the formula. Once you compute it, round it off using math.round and print the result nicely. You can write a clean and readable code thanks to math class. Let's recap what you learned today. The math class offers a toolbox of static methods for calculations. You don't need to create an object to use it. You can use constants like math.py and math.e. And you can combine methods in flexible ways to build cool functionality like BMI calculators and geometry tools.